So, Angel Reese is at her first All-Star weekend, and it's going to be the most viewed All-Star weekend of all time. No matter what. No matter what. And, again, shout out to all the players, especially Caitlin Clark and still to a big extent Angel Reese for making the WNBA what it is. Before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are just over 100 away from 24,000. We get that by the end of the day, that'd be incredible. But Angel Reese, it appears, I shouldn't have scrolled down there, but it appears that she was asked to participate in the skills competition and said no, which is fine, by the way. It's absolutely fine.
No, they did personally ask me, but I just want to enjoy my first All-Star and just being able to watch everything and enjoy the moment. There's some great shooters in this skills, so I'm just gonna be watching at least for my first year, and I hope.
So yeah, like, she obviously refused to do the skills challenge. So it's not, is it the end of the world? No. No, and that's the thing with these rookies is, like, you kind of criticize people for maybe not doing these challenges when, one, it might not suit their game, and two, they just want to enjoy their first All-Star weekend, like, especially when it comes to rookies. Because you're saying it like they didn't come straight from college. And there's been no two rookies under as much pressure as Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. One thing I do want to say is, where's the backlash for this? There shouldn't be, by the way. There shouldn't be. But if you are complaining about Caitlin Clark, if you're complaining about Caitlin Clark not being a three-point contest, then what about this one? Is it not for the good of the game too? And by the way, I'm just saying that as in just making a point. I don't believe that Angel Reese was wrong, just like I don't believe Caitlin Clark was wrong for the three-point contest. And then again, if you're Angel Reese as well, you do have to be careful from what you say. She probably shouldn't have said that she got the invite, because we've seen from stuff like this, Angel Reese joked about everyone can wear their get along shirts because it's a meme. Like, the get along shirts are a meme. Like, that's the whole thing. That is literally the whole thing with that, is like, it's the two kids in the, or it's the, this is our get along shirt. She just memed. She obviously was joking about it, and she was saying that she couldn't wait to play with all the players. I'm pretty sure I'm excited to share the court, honestly, with everybody. A paraphrased version of this was also said by Angel Reese, but they take the joke and put that as her quote and make it sound like she's taking a shot at Caitlin Clark when she wasn't. So I can kind of see why Angel Reese didn't show up on the Thursday, where they were going to make her, like, they do take everything she says out of context. Look, I don't dislike Angel Reese. Do I think Caitlin Clark's a much better player? Yes. I have nothing against Angel Reese. I have absolutely nothing. I really like Angel Reese I think she's a fantastic player. Did not like the whole jump up and clap for the injury, but that's the only negative thing that I'll say about her. But at the end of the day, it's got to go both ways, because if it's a problem that Caitlin Clark doesn't do it, and by the way, no problem that Sabrina Ionescu didn't do it, and everyone being like, oh, but like LeBron and Zion never did the dunk contest, and Caitlin Clark's now like LeBron. It's like, she literally said in her interview, I'm going to do it. That was like in her interview. She just goes, oh, I'm just mentally, physically, emotionally exhausted. I'm going to do it, just not this year. Like, that's basically what it said. And I'd say Angel Reese do the same. I'd say Angel Reese would have done better than Brittany Griner. She wouldn't have won the skills challenge, but she would have done better than Brittany Griner. Because let's be real, it's not that hard to throw a couple of those bounce passes in. Not that hard to throw a couple of bounce passes in and chuck 6 shots as quickly as you can. You don't need to make any of them. Heck, what's her name? Barely made one. Alicia Gray, 1. She made 1 of 7 jump shots. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. But it is kind of good in a way. Like, everyone's saying, oh yeah, the rookies were snubbed. But at the same time, when it comes to the skills challenge, I do think they snubbed the wrong player. They snubbed somebody from the Chicago Sky. Like, why Kennedy Carter was not in? I think Kennedy Carter wins it. Like, you might be saying, oh, but she can't shoot. But, like, Alicia Gray missed every shot. Kennedy Carter's faster than Alicia Gray. I don't think anyone would have bet on anyone but Kennedy Carter. And by the way, it would have meant so much more to Kennedy Carter, who's getting paid $60,000 this year. She's getting paid $60K this year. Albeit, like, she was the top scorer in... was it the Chinese league? She was the top scorer in that league, I think. Where, obviously, if you're a top scorer in one of these high-paying overseas leagues, you're making way more money there. But obviously, Kennedy Carter was snubbed, and that 50k would have done a lot for Kennedy Carter. I'm not going to lie, and she probably would have won. She probably would have won because she's on a minimum contract. But yeah, that one was what we call the real snub. But it is a surprise, like, your man, obviously, the guy that went on around the horn crucifying Caitlin Clark and Rob Parker calling her selfish. It'll never be the same both ways. At the same time, an ideal situation is to give both of them the benefit of the doubt. Like, an ideal situation isn't to kill both of them. Like, obviously, look, as much as it is hypocrisy, you'd rather them attack just one than attack two 22-year-old girls, like, who just want to play ball. So, as much as it is hypocrisy, at least they're not attacking two of them. But at the same time, there was nothing wrong with what Caitlin did. And then again, I'm also seeing people going at Angel Reese being like, oh, she doesn't want to grow the game. Look at this, she doesn't want to grow the game. It's like, no, people are doing the exact same thing as what others did with Caitlin Clark. Like Caitlin Clark, some of the Caitlin crazies say some things about Angel Reese, saying you're going to attack Caitlin Clark. But then when Caitlin Clark does something, some of the Angel Reese crazies or people just despise Caitlin Clark for no reason go at Caitlin Clark. So when Angel Reese does something, so you attack Angel Reese because of what her fans have said about your favorite player. And it's just not right either way. It is just completely not right either way. So anyway, yeah, that is it. Obviously, the players are getting ready for All-Star Weekend. The Fever players are currently walking in right now, and it's going to be a fun one. It is going to be a fun one. Fingers crossed Team WNBA win, and fingers crossed both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have a big game, because that is the best thing for... Like, that's the best thing for everything. And screw the skills challenge, screw the 3-point contest. If they go and show out tonight's the real one people are looking for. They got to enjoy their first All-Star weekend. By the way, if you're competing on Friday and competing on Saturday and just doing media obligations all the time, you're not going to enjoy your All-Star weekend. But both of these players, by the way, got to enjoy it as a fan, which is something that they'd not been able to do in a long time, especially Caitlin, who wasn't, like, obviously Angel Reese happened to be in Vegas to go to Summer League, but was able to enjoy basketball as a fan for the first time in, Jesus, probably a year. Anyway, that is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.